Welcome all. In today's lecture, we will cover the topic SPM objectives. What are the objectives associated with the SPM? The SPM objectives are concrete statements describing what the project is trying to achieve. Okay, or we can say what we are going to do or what we are going to achieve by the SPM process. The project objective should be written at a lower level so that it can be evaluated at the conclusion of the project to see whether it was achieved or not. At the very first level, we will write or we will prepare some objectives, and at the last, at the end, we will match our final outcomes with these defined objectives. If we have achieved these well defined objectives, then the project will be called as a successful project, or it if it will fail to meet these objectives, these goals, then this will called the negative impact of the project. The project objective consists of the business benefits that can organization expects to achieve as a result of spending time and exerting efforts to complete a project. As we all know that a company that will spend a lot of time, lot of money to complete a project. Okay, so some well defined objectives should be there. The SPM objectives define the target status at the end of the project. A well worded objective will be specific, measurable, attainable, or we can say achievable, or realistic and time bound. These activities, all these functions will be abbreviated as SMART. SMART is specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, realistic and time bound. You can learn or you can remember one thing in your mind, that is SMART. By SMART you can write or you can learn these objectives clearly. The first specification is specific. The SPM objectives must be well defined, or SPM objectives should be clear so that it can be ensure that software project has been successful or not. Okay, the next one is measurable. In the measurable, the objective should be measurable or at least evaluable, so we can evaluate or we can measure it in terms of average client waits time. The next specification is realistic. The objective should be realistic so that it must serve the true purpose of the project. The next one is achievable and acceptable. We can say achievable, attainable, these two things are equivalent, or by time we can say it acceptable. The XPM objective must be acceptable and achievable to all individuals. The objective should not be like that which cannot be achievable, as you have make a objective that a particular software will predict your future. Okay, so these the objectives should be realistic or achievable. The last one is time bound. The objective must be completed within defined time limits. Okay, as we have a limited time to complete a project, then the objective must not be or should not be over time. As like we have some days or some months to complete a project, then we will cover the limited attributes, limited modules of the project. If we accept, if we will take some extra modules, extra functionalities to the project, then this will definitely time overrun. Okay, so this is all done in this lecture. Prepare your good quality notes and be in learning mode always.